Well, coming up next, we're going to talk to Jim Newman, one of the professors here at NPS and one of the students who came from Hartnell College as part of the NPS Hartnell Summer Internship Program.
We've been fortunate in our group to be able to work with 4 of the Hartnell undergraduates, and we've had a lot of fun and a lot of success, I think, with our program. We've been fortunate to have kids who, and I guess actually they're representative of a lot of the Hartnell students, and that is that they're very interested in education, they're very interested in getting their degree and in applying what they know. So we started off with Justin Jordan, for example, and then Chris Halkin, Ernesto Yzquiero, and most recently Philip Yee. And we've been able to actually work with them as Hartnell interns and then to hire them into our laboratory in order to give them a sense of the hands-on value, hands-on opportunities in the technology areas. They've all brought different skills to the lab, and what we try to do is to find out what they're already good at and give an opportunity to work there, as well as to find new areas where they can then grow. One of the things is that they'll come in with a certain level of experience, and our goal is always to give them an opportunity to do a project that, again, we are interested in hands-on project-based learning. And so we try to find interesting projects related to our goal here, which is the education of military officers and civilians in order to interest them in government service. That's part of the outreach program and the main core of what we do. And so these projects are related to the overall objectives of the laboratory, and they involve satellites and high-altitude balloons, and we're moving into rockets next year as well.
Well, I want to have an experience in the field. I mean, it wasn't like I was an electrical engineer and anywhere else. I was, just doing, some electrical, nothing that would be considered electrical engineer, I would say, just kind of technical work. So I applied, and I was able to get the opportunity here in this lab, and where I started working here was on the high-altitude balloon, which project was already started, so I was able to kind of see some of the built parts of the project and able to add onto it, and that was one of the starts as far as the first project I worked on when I started this internship. I think he's a great person. I mean, he's been understanding the situation that I'm not able to be here most of the time because I have school. Not only that, but he seems to find the best in every person as far as being able to, I guess, unveil their talents. When I was here, I was just doing a few hours, high altitude balloon project and any other little things I could help out. And he was able to have me do other things that I knew how to do, but I didn't really present it as, as a skill. Being able to maybe set up some of the computers, re-image them, just do even some technical work, a bit of electrical work, fixing some of the equipment here.
At first, they're not sure what they're getting into, if it's their first year, for example, their first time at NPS, but we bring them into the laboratory, they work with our traditional students, and they work with our they work with our military students, they work with our civilian students, and after a while they just start fitting in. They find a niche for themselves. For example, Ernesto, it turns out, can do just about anything. And we'd like to give them an opportunity when we can to work here and develop skills that are going to definitely help them in their studies and in their career later. My goal is to help now with education and to help train the next generation of young men and young women as well to follow and build on what we've already done in this country. I
wouldn't even have thought that I would be at such a level with actual other people that they're already in the profession. Like a lot of the students here that come to the Naval Postgraduate School already have a profession in engineering, physics, and other, science. To be able to work with these students that are getting their masters now, it's a great experience. I would say I guess I'm a lucky person, and I've been fortunate enough to be able to work here with Dr. Newman and everybody else.
Well, special thanks to Ernesto and Professor Jim Newman.